Hello, my name is Ryan Durkola, and this is my assignment number 4, Connect Extend Challenge, standardized testing. How are the ideas and information presented connected to what I already knew? When I read chapter 3, I connected it to some of my past experiences working as a preschool teacher. I remembered hearing terms like achievement test and developmental screening during my IEP meetings and my staff trainings as well. For example, I had previously seen the Bailey Scales of Infant Development, third edition, used in early intervention, but I didn't know the name of the test back then. I just kind of remembered it was used to assess toddlers' motor and language skills. I also connected with the Stanford Binet intelligence scales because I've seen psychologists use it during gifted assessments in elementary schools. One of my favorite children's books is definitely Leo the Late Bloomer. It came to my mind as I read about how important it is to not label young children too early. It reminds me that the standardized test we do should just be one piece of the puzzle rather than the final judgment. What new ideas did I get that extended or pushed my thinking? Reading more deeply into the reliability of these tests really pushed my thinking overall. I used to assume that if a test was published and widely used, it must be reliable. But now I understand that, especially with our infants and toddlers, a test can actually be less reliable just simply due to natural behaviors like short attention spans or rapid developmental changes that our students go through. I also learned about specific tools like the Pale Body Individual Achievement Test and the Vineland Adaptive Behavior Scales. These were definitely new names for me. It extended my understanding of how these tools can give us diagnostic insights in areas like adaptive skills or learning potential. Plus, I didn't realize these tests, like the NBAS, could be used with parents to help build parent child connections and improve parenting strategies. That was a really neat concept I hadn't considered before. So, moving on to challenge, what is still challenging or confusing for me? Something I still do find challenging is how to balance the usefulness of standardized testing with limitations, especially in early childhood. If we know that validity and reliability can be low in very young children, how much weight should we actually give these test results? I also do wonder, how can we ensure cultural fairness in standardized tests, especially for our bilingual children or children from those diverse backgrounds. Um, and I also am curious about how we train our educators to interpret results responsibly without making harmful assumptions. These questions challenge me to think critically about how I'll use assessment in my future classroom, and I want to be an advocate for fair testing practices to ensure that I support the whole child rather than just their test score alone. So, as a quick closing, I just want to mention that this chapter particularly helped me connect to my past. It extended my view of assessment tools and their complexities and challenged me to keep asking important questions about how we use these tools in early childhood education. Thank you guys for your time, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Have a great one.